to allow that idea to come forward from these opportunities, or you've allowed that space that these opportunities can then set in, if that makes sense. Hello, this is Weird Corvid, and we're going to be doing a reading for the Pisces. I'm probably a bit late with this, or later than I normally am. I've been having a hard time since my dog died, and then we've had a few farm animals die, and I don't know, it's just been hitting a little harder lately. So if this reading seems off or short or something, that's why. But I'm still seeing some things here that is worth talking about, I think. I haven't done, I'm probably gonna be late with the next round of prints as well, because we're not getting any sunny days. I don't see any sunny days in the forecast coming up, but hopefully something will come up and I can get those sun prints done. So the next round might be a little late. And maybe that's just the weather, the sun, whatever, telling me I need to take some time. Maybe. But we'll get this one and the next one that's already done, and then we'll have to wait for a sunny day to get the rest done. So what I'm seeing right off the bat in this print is off to the east. Right on the east side of the page, there's like almost like a face, a side profile of a bald-headed face, and then what looks like maybe a sword or something. I think it was probably a crystal, but it looks like a little sword that he's holding. I'm going to say him because it's reminding me of the Knight of Swords from Tarot. And so that's fitting that it's coming from the east. So some sort of change coming through, things possibly coming together. I don't know if it's a coming together type of change or if it's just a change coming through at relatively quickly. That's not a big aha moment given the state of the world right now. There's lots of messed up changes coming through relatively quickly. But I think that's what the overall sort of theme of the reading might be. So the sword is sort of pointing towards the southwest, and it seems very murky. There aren't very many clear images in that immediate vicinity of that Knight of Swords. So I'm guessing it hasn't come to fruition yet. It hasn't been made clear yet. And it's just right on the edge of the paper of the east, so it's just making its way forward, I think. Just starting to make itself known, and it still has to accumulate and come together. That said, along the west side of the page, things are a lot more crisp. So maybe the feelings are there already about whatever this is, but the south, the drive, the creation, the ideas of it have not fully come into form yet. So this might be emotionally driven in some way, shape, or form, or maybe not emotionally driven, but emotionally sparked. And then everything else starts to come slowly sort of come together after that. In the middle of the page, I'm seeing a long sort of like a tapered candle with a little flame on top. And for me, candles sort of like signify like in the cartoons when you have a light bulb go off. So again, maybe this idea is going to be coming out of this sort of unformed, very ethereal type of ideas or non-ideas that are starting to come together. There'll be the idea that gets sparked, and that spark is facing directly towards the north. So for me, the north is sort of the connection to the outside world, the material world. So yeah, it seems like whatever this is might be, it's there already in an emotional way. The emotions are there to spark this. And once you have that spark, that idea, you're ready to move forward with it, or the circumstances around it possibly are ready to move forward on it, and then you're ready to bring it to the outside world once you have that initial spark of an idea. It seems like that should be relatively quickly because the west side, the sort of emotional side of things is the most clear part of this whole page. So that is already like kindling there, ready to spark things. And all this misty area in the middle, the idea comes out of that, but it's sparked by the emotions around it. And once that idea is there, it'll be, I think, relatively quick movement on whatever it is. Yeah, I think that what I'm getting for this, so let's see what the cards have to say. On the left side of the paper, I have past influences, which is the graveyard card from the Halloween Oracle, and card 18, which is Honor Gaia from the Messenger Oracle. The graveyard card says unnecessary fear, so maybe this is something you have worried about in the past, or maybe the sparking emotions are unnecessary fear. Let's see what the book has to say. Maybe something there will mean something to you. Pull this card and know that your fear unnecessarily. Things are not as they seem, and you can overcome your obstacles. The anxieties you have, although real, should be put aside before they haunt you long term. Instead, trust that you know the correct next steps and that you will act upon them. So I feel like that kind of fits with this. Is maybe it's once you realize that whatever you are fearing is unnecessary, then you're going to be able to, that's going to ignite the movement forward on this idea, or ignite this idea of what you need to do next. The next one is for card 18 for the Messenger Oracle, which is Honor Gaia. And this card has a lot to do with balance. From looking at the imagery, it seems to reference different seasons as well, and having all those sort of things as one. But let's see what the book has to say. Probably will say it better than I can. And I opened it right up to the right page. The earth upon which you dwell is more than just a rock covered in water, stone, and dirt. The earth beneath your feet, mountains, the forests, the rivers, lakes, oceans, and the air that you breathe are all part of the magical living entity that is Gaia. She is our eternal mother, our provider, and our home. Gaia gives us life. Without her, we would not be. Honor Gaia by seeing the truth of what she is. Honor Gaia by loving her as you love yourself. So the part that hit me there that kind of connected with the graveyard card is that second last line where it says honor Gaia by seeing the truth of what she is. And the graveyard card is talking about unnecessary fears, basically seeing the truth behind those fears. So is there something. The next line with the Gaia card is to honor Gaia by loving her as you love yourself. So is there something about yourself, your own innate nature, that you've had some unnecessary fears around? Are you finally starting to see that there's something that you feared that you shouldn't have, or wasn't as big of a deal as you once thought it was? And is that the thing that you have to either let go of or embrace, depending on how you're viewing it, that frees you up for this, whatever this idea is that you're going to move forward on? Or does it allow you to put some fears aside and accept something else, an idea that has been put forward to you, or even just clearing up your mind to be able to accept ideas? Again, these are the past influences, but it feels like this is the direct past. Like basically this is what led directly before you get this idea. And this idea seems to be, if it hasn't happened yet, it will be soon. So this is to me, this seems like the very near past, although if you've had unnecessary fears, those could have been like years and ongoing, but it seems like you're coming to the realization relatively recently that they are unnecessary or unwarranted or not as big of a deal as you once made them out to be. And it does, with the Gaia card, seem to be something maybe to do with your own nature, or maybe with the way that you connect to yourself and or nature. Because when you connect to nature, you also have to connect with yourself, if that makes sense. In order to know how the energy of nature influences you, you got to know your own energy first so that you can differentiate. So you know the difference. I think that has something to play into this. You know better than I do. And if you have anything to share about it, please feel free. I would love to know how this resonates with other people. So on the right side of the paper, I have either present or possible future influences. And we have the black cat from the Halloween Oracle, as well as Heed Your Dreams, number 17 from the Messenger Oracle, which is on the same, like when you open up the book, you have this on one side and the last card, the Gaia card, on the other side. So for the black cat, it says, fortune meets opportunity. And then the last paragraph of the card that talks about the meaning of the card, it says, should the slinky black cat cross your path through this oracle, know that good luck and fortune will be meeting you promptly. Also know that your luck will be even luckier if you're prepared to take the advantage of every special opportunity that comes your way. Well, that kind of works with the whole Knight of Swords type of energy there. So it's sort of telling me as well is that yes, this is an idea that you're having. You've worked through your ish with unnecessary fear. Possible. If you can hear my cat, that's my cat, and he's a black cat. So there we go, confirmation. If you're working through your fears and your own nature and all that, sparks an idea, but it also might be outside influences coming in to give opportunities to allow that idea to move forward. Or maybe the outside influences help to spark that idea once you've cleared that space in your own psyche to allow that idea to come forward from these opportunities, or you've allowed that space that these opportunities can then set in, if that makes sense. So for the Heed Your Dreams card, it says, your dreams are a powerful tool for increasing self-awareness, for they contain within them the unfiltered truth. Where it be a dream or a nightmare, they are keys to understanding your inner self, both your joys and your fears. Commune with Gaia and Great Spirit in the stillness of your slumber. Learn to read and interpret your dreams. Listen to what they tell you. Pay close attention to how they make you feel. Heed what they reveal and learn who you are and who you wish to be. That does seem like it's sort of an extension of the other card, which makes sense because they're right next to each other in the book. So it seems like whatever opportunities are coming your way are going to help ignite your dreams or support your dreams. Dreams to me sort of sounds like it's something that has been on, like an idea that has been going on for a while that you maybe just haven't been acknowledging, or you haven't sought to think of it as something that you could actually do. But it could be a more recent dream that you come up with because of the opportunity. It could be you had unnecessary fears stopping you from moving forward on whatever these dreams were, like you thought they couldn't happen for you. Maybe that's what you've cleared that space and then the opportunity comes in. Hopefully that is sort of around where you're at, that something good is happening for you and you're soon going to be able to move forward on it. I think that, like, since we're doing this for like as a general reading, there's not too much more I can go into because everybody's going to have a slightly different opportunity or dream or idea that they're going to want to work on. So as a general reading, this is, I think, about as far as I can go with it for the time being. It all seems to fit together relatively well. The cards seem to support each other as well as the sun print. So if you'd like to share what opportunities come up for you, what you've been working on, or what you want to work towards, I would love to hear what you're working towards, or what you've worked on in yourself. If you resonate with what I see in the sun print, let me know. If you don't resonate with it and you see something completely different, I would love to know that as well. But yeah, I think that's about it for this one. Hopefully you enjoyed it, and hopefully good things will come to you soon.